Hey guys, welcome back to Tactical Rifleman. I think you guys, this is the part where I ask you guys if you can hear me all right. I've got a packed bar here tonight. Sincerely, a packed bar. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Steve has got some jackassery going on here. I'm literally having to do this hotspot off my phone because the internet in this building is total ass. But it is what it is. We won't be coming back here anymore. That was easy. That was an easy fix. Steve has a way of like getting me in a good mood every time I come here. Anyways, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. How you doing, Steve? Don't say good till you put your mic on, Steve. All right, I got Steve Holland here, the legend in his own mind. Just ask him. All right, I also got Venture Surplus. They are going to be our sponsor tonight. Venture Surplus is awesome, guys. You get venturesurplus.com. Go check out their stuff. Their motto is Venture brings the Army Surplus store to your home. And sincerely, if you're looking to get anything that you would find in a normal Army Surplus, whether it's rucksacks or ammo cans or body armor pouches or demister shields for your PVS 14s, anything you got at the house you can get here. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Let me know. I got a 5x5, actually 5.56 by 5.56. You fucking nutbags. I love you guys, I really do. Yes, I would like, if you guys got questions, put them in the chat room. Susan's gonna send them to me. Susan's one of our moderators. Guys, real quick, here's what we're gonna do. I don't know if you guys remember, but back a few months ago, we were talking about this guy named Ray Craddock. He is one of our patrons here. And Ray got tore up in a really bad car wreck in Hawaii. His Suburban, it rolled like 10, 12 times. Anyways, he's tore up his arm bad, and literally tore the nerve that innervates that whole arm. And they're doing emergency surgeries didn't help, so they're doing experimental surgeries to try to get him so he can use his arm again. And costs a lot of money and the government's not covering it. So Sarah from Gun and Knife Country donated another tomahawk and another knife.
A Bussy knife.
Bussy knife. And who makes the tomahawk, Steve?
Kuntz.
All right. Anyway, so here's the deal. We are going to auction both of these off, and you guys can see the knife is totally badass, and we'll keep showing them to you guys. The tomahawk I really want because this is a very, very nice tomahawk, and I don't own anything but cheap tomahawks. So here's the deal. We're not doing a giveaway. I'm going to auction these off. We are going to high bidder at $8.45 tonight. High bidder. So if you want to make a bid on the knife, the Bussy knife, you want to make a bid on the tomahawk, they are going to be right here. If somebody wants to see them, I'll tell you what, because I've only got a few of you watching right now. I'll tell you what, in a half hour I'll show them again. Make bids. Here's the deal. You bid all the money. I'm not even taking shipping out. I will pay your shipping. But every dime of it goes to Ray Craddock because I hate that the government's not, because you understand, he was a government employee when this happened. So anyways, we're hanging out here at the Leatherwood Distillery. They've been nice enough to let us use their bar tonight. I got a whole room full of bottles right over there. Got a bunch of other knife makers here tonight visiting. I got some guys from my first SF company back there, Jay Johnson, and yeah. Anyways, good stuff. Even my wife came tonight. My wife and my son, they're back there behind the screen here, making all the magic happen. I've already talked to the bar wench, and I'm having her bring my wife margaritas over and over and over again. So hopefully we can get my wife a little liquored up. I want to give a shout out real quick, besides Venture Surplus for sponsoring our live stream. You guys be sure to check out our sponsor, venturesurplus.com. Sincerely, you want to support the channel, check out, just go to their website, just click. If you buy something, even better, right? But I do want to thank my patrons. I've been getting all these nice Christmas cards and little gifts and everything, but I got a couple of boxes from Mike Quigley down in Atlanta. Mike, you're good people, you know you are. And Mike, if you're watching or if you're watching this later on recorded, I just want to say thank you for the gifts. He sent a nice bottle of tequila for Steve. He sent a knife, a really, really nice knife for Randy. And then he sent a Cracker Barrel gift card for Emery because you got to feed the machine. And Mike always hooks me up with great stuff. Great stuff indeed. I got a package for Steve. Steve, you can't open it yet. You got to put that one under the Christmas tree. All right,
Thank you, brother.
All right. Don't tell him it's the same thing I got Randy worse. So Randy don't know what he got either. So good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, I want to thank all my patrons out there. I have a gift from one of our resident nutbags that's always in the insane asylum here. I think she goes by Sherry Champagne, but we know her as Erica Hochstetler. And so I got a box in the mail today, and I didn't know who it was from. From some munition company. It's actually ammo. And so anyways, I open it up, I get a box of ammo here, and I've never seen this, Steve. It says werewolf, and this is...
No, that's a dog you yelping. A werewolf, you gotta get deep in it. You gotta deep in it.
You show me, Steve. Do the minigun. Do the minigun for me.
I'm not gonna do the minigun.
Not gonna do minigun tonight?
Ever again.
Right? See, he did werewolf. People started coming. That's a mating call and shit. All right. So, anyways, Erica Hochstetler sent me this.
What's up, Big Al in the house.
How you doing, Big Al?
Hey guys.
Big Al, dude. How you doing, brother? We're gonna have Big Al on here in a minute.
Just a little bit later, guys.
Check this out, Big Al. This is from Erica Hochstetler.
Gosh.
That's like a wooden box, guys.
That's like boutique ammo.
That's like boutique. It said ammo, but
Werewolf.
guys, that's a nice box. That's like jewelry. Maybe it's like ammo jewelry.
Is it man jewelry?
Maybe she got me some like bullet earrings or something.
And
But it says .999 silver projectile, werewolf defense. Werewolf defense. Yo!
you're seeing it here first.
Holy shit. That's a live freaking bullet, dude.
Talking about like Canthropy
That's
stopper.
some freaking nutbag shit right there. 40,
That's cool.
45, werewolf defense,
200 grain,
45
round nose,
auto,
flat point.
round nose, flat point, 200 grain, .999 silver projectile live ammunition. Erica, you frickin' nutbag.
Nice.
Yeah, you know Randy Worst is going to be wanting this now. Randy, if you're watching, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's werewolf ammo.
Break in case of emergency. On for full moons only.
What? That's a good point.
Right? It's just too fucking
That's
cool.
a good point from Al. You got to keep it in the house at least till the full moon.
Werewolves, man, and this is
Right? Werewolves are kind of common around here. Erica, you know we love you. Not that much. Freaking nutbag, guys. That's a live bullet. You freaking right?
Yeah,
Right? That's freaking crazy,
that's
dude.
freaking awesome.
Erica, right? That's freaking crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. Are you guys not awesome, right? You guys are freaking awesome.
I don't want your
Guys, I'm not allowed to drink tonight. I have to be designated babysitter. Erica, I gotta admit, I've never been gifted silver tip werewolf ammo before. The silver tip, that'll work on, no, that won't work on vampires, only werewolf. All right, next year, somebody get me some UV ammo. I've seen, what was that movie?
Which one?
The one with the UV ammo.
You're talking about Underworld.
Underworld.
Yeah.
With that little like leather corset. Good googly moogly. Right? Anyways, Erica, you're a freaking nutbag. Thank you.
I can make that ammo.
You could make UV ammo, couldn't you? Yeah.
It'll glow in the
Yep.
blue.
Nice. Good stuff. All right, so what's new with you, Steve?
Just enjoying the holiday season.
Huh?
You haven't started the auction.
Trying to.
I started the auction on these two right here. I have started the auction. You want to make the first bid?
No, he's got a giveaway.
He's got a giveaway. Guys, we're also going to do a giveaway of a knife tonight. I'm going to wait a little bit because I only have 118 people here. I want to wait till I get more people.
I'm saying I have something to give you.
We'll wait. Let me get more people. He brought, I got
Come on,
to.
everybody, turn your stuff on. Get on here. Now you're down to 116. Come on back. Sorry, ass.
I got scaring people away already. All right, guys, can we shoot that at Patreon? All right, first question from y'all. Can we shoot it at Patreon? For my patrons out there, if you find me a werewolf, our next Patreon course is going to be in October, which is Halloween season. If you guys can find me a werewolf, I'm not sure the werewolf would want to be shot, but sure, why not? We got a bid of 500 each knife and axe so far. That's awesome. Guys, what we're talking about is we're doing a giveaway, not a giveaway, we are auctioning this tomahawk for Ray Craddock. It is a worthy cause. Ray Craddock is one of you guys. He is a freaking nutbag like you guys. And then that's the tomahawk. And then we're also auctioning off this bussy knife. And you know that puppy is razor sharp, dude. That's a good looking sheath. You don't call that a sheath, you call it a scabbard. Good looking scabbard.
So sheath.
Sheath. Right now the bids are up to 500 a piece. I know you don't need a knife, guys. Here's the deal. I don't need a Tama chicken either. I'll tell you what, I'll go $5.50 a piece for both of them, but that's as high as I can go. My wife gave me and I better not win both of them because that was supposed to be my limit for tonight. All right, so $5.50 is the current bid for the bussy knife, $5.50, and $550 is the bid for this. Who makes this tomahawk? You remember?
Colts.
Who?
Colts.
Colt?
Colts. Yeah. With the O-U-N-T-S.
Okay, I have no idea. I just know that this is an awesome Tama chicken right here, guys. This thing is badass. All right, so current bid is $5.50. Sorry, guys. First question up. Heather Fly Fishes threw down $20 minus shipping and handling. That's with a blue turd that says, "You are amazing." Well, thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. You are amazing also, and that's why I'm going to ask Phil W. to give you a big hug right now, and maybe a little smooch on the cheek. And that's it. That's all you need. That's it. Yeah, we love you guys. We really do. Steve, of course, you know, like the rest of America, he's got his head down the phone. What's new with you, Steve? What you up to?
Just enjoying the holiday season, and
Steve actually lost internet, lost a bunch of stuff. What are you trying to say? McCown Tomahawks. Thank you, Steve, for finding that for me.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good tomahawk, guys. The Bussy knife is awesome. The McCown Tama chicken is even more awesome, and I'm kind of hoping I'm high bidder on that one. I really am, without a doubt. McCown Tama chickens. Good
They
stuff.
are awesome tomahawks. So the Bussy knives. Bussy is an awesome knife maker out of Ohio. They used to make the custom fifth group knives for all the Gold Star families.
Yep. Who was the family? Remember that one? It was my first SHOT Show in Vegas, and you had
Jerry Bussy.
that was Gary Bussy. Gary. He had his wife and one of his other employees, and we were at Coyote Uglies. Remember, we had Don Alexander.
Rio.
Yep.
No, not the Rio, whatever. Yeah, Coyote Ugly, and somebody had a video camera.
Yeah, it was Bussy. Gary Bussy had it. Yeah.
Back then, the video cameras, you had to hold them on your shoulder.
Yeah. He's filming his wife on the dance floor and everything, funny stuff.
Hey, it happened in Vegas. Let it stay in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays on Facebook. Yeah. All right. No, we were harmless. Now, what Bussy, I guarantee you Bussy probably erased that tape after he saw it the next day. But let me rephrase that. Me, Steve, and Don Alexander, we were harmless. We were harmless with the other crazy shit going on. All I know is I had just got back from Afghanistan, and it was my turn to buy like a round. And I went up to the bar, and I go to pay, and the wench behind the bar goes, "What, no tip?" And I gave her like I was paying with a card, you know. So I opened up my wallet, and I was like, I had Afghani money. This was 2002. So I pulled this Afghani money out, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I just got back from Afghanistan. I don't have, and she's like, "You just came back from Afghanistan?" And like, this is like January 2002. And she gave me back my card, and she's like, "No charge, get out of here. Thank you, go away. It's free for the night." And I was like, "Awesome, cool, very, very cool, very, very cool." Steve, am I in the way of your gun? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you ready to talk about your gun?
No, go ahead.
You good?
We got plenty to talk about.
You got plenty to talk about. All right, I have got Missy showed up. I got Byron Russell here. I think Byron Russell's here. Isn't Byron here?
Yeah.
Where's
Missy
Byron?
wouldn't be here if Byron wasn't
Yeah,
here.
I know.
We got Jay Johnson here.
Missy's the girl in the red sweatshirt, right there, guys. She's the one I made a batch of wine for. She came over the shed for the 4th of July. We always have a big 4th of July, and my wife canceled it for this year, but we're going somewhere else for the 4th of July. Anyways, long story short, my Aunt Helen, you know I make wine with Aunt Helen, and my Aunt Helen went to go pull out 2 bottles of Helen's Finest White Zinfandel. And but turns out one of them was actually, because I brought them over from the man room. Turns out one of them was called Sherry Berry, named after my former sister-in-law. And it was bottled back in 2018. And anyways, Missy fell in love with this stuff. If you're a wine drinker, it's not very good. But if you like the chug, let's just put it this way, it's got the chuggability factor is very high. So Missy fell in love with this stuff, and she's I gotta have more of it, gotta have more. Like so I looked around, I didn't have any bottles left. It was 2018, it was the last bottle. So I talked to Helen, and me and Helen, like, because we love Missy, Missy's awesome. They come up and grill every once in a while. So we had, me and Helen made another batch of sherry berry, but we didn't want to call it sherry berry. Sherry's no longer in the family, so what are you going to call this new exotic fruit, White Zinfandel? It's got like dragon fruit and all kinds of other stuff in it. I'm like, what are we going to call this stuff? What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? So we're like, so we started coming up with all these names. Most of them were derogatory. Several of them were very rude. And we finally decided on Missy's Mood Maker. And that's the name of the wine. I printed labels. And anyways, I brought Missy a whole case of it. The rest of them I'm gonna keep up on the shelf in the man room, so if she comes and visits, she can have some. But don't tell Missy I'm giving it to her tonight as a Christmas present. All right, we got a couple more questions that have come in from the Peanut Gallery. All right, I've got, let's see what we got here. From Thomas Albrand. Currently building my first AR. Would you recommend polishing the trigger group to lighten up the trigger weight? Merry Christmas to you all. Honest, no, I'm not big on, now here's the deal. Contact surfaces on the connector on a Glock, you can polish them. Do not be polishing sears on a AR rifle. If you want to have a better trigger in an AR, buy a better trigger on an AR, but please do not polish parts, because for you to make it sexier, honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, honestly, if you're asking a guy in a freaking chat room on a live stream, then you are not a subject matter expert that needs to be polishing any sears on a firearm. So no, how's that? That's the best way for me to woo that. Come snuggle, Steve. If you want to be in camera, I'll get you on camera. All right, I got another one here, guys. If I can get it to come over here. All right, Susan sent me another one. This is from Luke B. Do you ever encounter any giant ginger enemies during your time in Afghanistan? And why is the Kandahar one? I think you've had a little bit too much to drink. What they're talking about is the Kandahar giant. Guys, I hear all these people talking about it. You understand, I was there for the initial invasion of Afghanistan, and all we did was kill motherfuckers. We went in, we'd get on the helicopters, we'd fly out, and we'd kill motherfuckers. And we would take the prisoners, we'd bring them back, we'd give them to the FBI would package them and send them to Guantanamo Bay. And then the next night, we'd go out, we'd hit another target, and we'd kill those motherfuckers too. And we'd put them on the helicopter, we'd bring them back, give them to the FBI at the Kandahar airport there that had been bombed out. I was living out of a North Face dome tent at the time. And then they would send them to Guantanamo Bay. I didn't know anything about no giant Afghani. They call it the Kandahar giant. It's like a legend. It's kind of like Bigfoot. Here's the deal, guys. I wasn't in Afghanistan that long. I've been in America for 56 years, and I've still never seen Bigfoot.
I guess the Kandahar, it wouldn't be the Kandahar Sasquatch. It'd be, in that area, it'd be more like the Kandahar Yeti, right?
Possibly. All right. What's the best civilian available analog to the Mark 262. Talking about the Black Hills 77 grain Mark 262 ammo. That's from Luke B, by the way. What do you consider the equivalent?
I would consider equivalent would be the same ammo that Black Hills makes. I mean,
You
they
guys
don't just
understand
make
you
it-
can buy Black Hills.
They don't just make it for the military.
Yeah.
buy
Yeah,
it.
you can buy Black Hills. Understand, guys, that is a Sierra Match King bullet, 77 grain. You can buy your own from Sierra, and you can hand load your own. You can actually pull up the recipe for Mark 262 online. Mark 262 got a good sealed primer. It's good brass. It is the best ammo that we could get for Steve Holland's Mark 12 SPR. Right? It's good ammo, but there's lots of clones of it. There really is. Pine Valley was making a great clone of it before they went out of business. There's just so many great clones of it, guys. There really are. So let's see. I got another one just came in. Wow. Kraken Tactical EDC just threw down 100 Australian quid. Wow. Hi, Carl. Your parcel of goodies is inbound. You should have it this week. Merry Christmas to everyone. Help you all drink, eat, and fight with family. I try not to fight with family except my wife's cousin Nikki, because he's a diehard liberal and he just likes to fight. And we enjoy fighting with me and Nikki. We get along great. We do. He's just if I was a liberal, he would say he was a conservative. He just likes to argue. We will drink and eat, though. We really are. I'm actually having the whole family over for Christmas Eve. We're gonna have a slumber party with baby Ada and Chastity, my niece. And my daughter will be there, my wife will be there, my nephew Jamie. We're gonna have a great party. Open presents Christmas morning. It's gonna be awesome. Kraken, I'm hoping I get your package, dude, because I've been waiting for it a long time. I'm not gonna tell Steve that there's something in there for him. Don't tell Steve. Don't. All right, I got another. Thank you, Kraken. You're the man. Kraken, guys, is another one of my patrons. Don't forget, Kraken, the 28th of December, we are doing our Zoom live stream for all my Silver Star patrons. All right, Blackstone Valley, hi, Carl, the eye-box distance on my scope on my AR is set correctly. How I notice when shooting prone, my eye is too close to the scope or the stock doesn't touch my shoulder. What should I do? Then you haven't mounted the gun, you haven't mounted the optic properly on the gun. Hear me out. I know everybody mounts it, so basically it's equal with the back of the pistol grip. That doesn't mean it's correct for you. Some people have longer necks, some people have shorter necks. Size your stock, all right? How to correctly size it for accurate shooting is to the crook in your arm. But understand if you're running a collapsible stock, some don't go that long, all right? But get on, you, right? Because it's your gun. You mount your gun, right? And you can do it in the workshop. You can do it prone in your living room. Mount it, loosen up the scope, all right? And then you adjust it so that the scope is on max magnification, so it is a perfect distance, so that you have perfect eye relief from the scope while you're in the prone. All right, now, understand prone, that's why you need the stock all the way out. When you shoot standing, then you can shorten that stock. But I want you to size the stock while you're in the prone, right? Then tighten it down, level the scope, all that stuff. But it's your scope. Don't let anybody tell you, well, it's gotta be level. No, it's gotta be set for your eye. Your neck is different than everybody else's. Excellent question, guys. We actually have a video you can find in our video archive. I want to say it's 4 or 5 years old, where I do verbal diarrhea for 20 minutes on how to properly mount a scope, adjust proper eye relief, all that stuff. So,
Hey guys, did you see that? Just Google Black Hills 77 grain ammo. and they've got the Sierra 77 grain Mash King and the TMK.
I got another one here from Annalise and Kyle Beeler. They threw down $20 American. Wishing everyone in the TR family a happy and safe holiday season. Looking forward to meeting more of you next year at classes. Guys, Annalise and Kyle, they bring up a great point. If the wife is still on the fence what to get you for Christmas, you can tell her she can go to tacticalrifleman.com and she can sign up for a class for you, any class you want, print that certificate and give it to you under the Christmas tree. She can even say Santa got it for you. But for the rest of it, and you understand, you can buy one for your spouse. High risk travel, high risk concealed carry, gun runner pistol. These are all great classes. I have a lot of husband and wife combos, like Fred and Maria, that come and take gun runner pistol, and you'll find it. It's just something about shooting a pistol with your wife next to you, learning. I mean, it makes them moist, and you get lucky when you go back to the hotel room. You really do. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But here's the deal. After Christmas, next Tuesday, all right, next Tuesday is actually the 26th, the day after Christmas. I know a lot of you guys get gift cards and people send you money in envelopes for Christmas. Like my mom and dad, they don't know what to get us for Christmas, so they give us a check. You can actually, like let's say you get so much money for Christmas, you can go to tacticalrifleman.com and buy yourself a class to one of our classes next year. You can check our whole calendar. Again, tacticalrifleman.com. We've got low light, no light shooting, night vision class. We have got battle rifle 1. We've got advanced pistol carbine. I've even got a aerial gunnery class. It's a Monday. I want to say it's the last Monday in March down in Texas, and right outside of Dallas. I've got an AH-6 Little Bird, and we are going to be shooting out of that Bell 500. It's totally badass. Mr. D's helicopters. Going to be a great time. I got another one just came in from Miss Britcha.
Lance Kilkenny, I'm going to answer your question.
All right, right here, Carl. Have you heard of the paired TD32? It's a digital scope that has regular thermal and night vision all built. Might be something to look at. Never heard of it. Yeah, I will keep that one. I'll take a look at it. Man, that's an awful lot to put on one gun. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'd love to see that. I really would. Love to see that. Byron?
Yes.
No. Let me get.
I got a case of wine for your wife. Then bring your ass over here, Woodchuck. Guys, this is Missy's husband, Byron. Byron's been on our live streams before.
No.
Black Armor Guns. He makes Emery's door kicker. You haven't been on a live stream yet? We'll see that chair. We're gonna kick Steve out here in a few minutes.
Okay, before we jump Byron in,
okay.
Let me get Ray Hodge from Red River Tactical.
Yep.
He wants to go with it because he's got to get back to the shop.
Okay, cool. But I'm gonna bring you back later. I got a whole case of what we call it. We call it Missy's Mood Maker, so that Byron gets lucky. All right. What's up, brother?
How's it going?
What you got going on? You got to hook the mic up, clip it right where they can hear you.
All right, you got me?
Can you guys hear him okay? Nick, can you make sure we can hear him okay? All right, say something for me.
All right, can you guys hear me?
I'm thinking that's a yes.
All right.
So what's up, brother? We haven't had you on in a while.
Yeah, it's
So what you up to?
Just keeping busy.
Is that your Tama chicken?
So yeah, this tomahawk here that Steve gave us, he had us make this sheath for it.
That's not the original one, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah, this is
Okay.
so we make the kydex portion of it here, And it takes a little bit of creativity.
Oh, I bet, because that's a crazy looking knife. Here,
Yeah, to figure
let me
out
pull
the
this thing. I'm allowed to touch this on a live stream. YouTube won't let us touch a gun. You guys know Steve loves these things, all right? But they come with this cheap sheath. This is your sheath.
Yep.
Dude, guys, check that. That is badass.
Definitely took some little creativity to figure out how we're going to get the retention in there, get the shape in there,
Okay.
and also make sure that it's safe to use. You know, you're not going to cut yourself trying to get it out. So there's a lot of things we got to think about. Water retention.
Lift it up a little bit so they can see. I'm gonna lower this down a little bit, guys. All right.
Water retention is something that we think about too. We've got what we call here a weep hole to make sure any water that gets into it will leak out of it. Just to keep everything as dry as possible.
All right.
Another thing that we did was integrate what we call the Blade Tech tech mount.
Yeah, the tech. That's a lot of. I run that on all. Hell, Kraken runs it on his knives. It's good. Awesome. Very, very awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat how these work. So you got a locking mechanism here that unlocks it, and it allows you to actually pull the sheath off of the belt mount. So you got a tech lock here. Those have been around for a while.
Yeah. I've not seen that. Very cool.
And then the tech mount here. The tech mount mounts. So you got your receiver plate and your insert disc.
Okay.
And they have teeth on here to allow you to index and position the hatchet the way you want.
Once it's in, you can't turn it?
Once it's in, it clicks in, you can't turn it. You flip this tab and it locks it and prevents you from being able to pull out and disconnect.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is badass. All right, so I know Steve has turned a lot of our viewers on to these Tama chickens right here. So of course you guys you're gonna want to upgrade because this thing, the sheath that comes with it is total junk. How do they get hold of you?
You can email us. That's the best way to get hold of us, email and by phone. So if you want to shoot us an email, it's going to be info@rrtholsters.com.
RRC?
RRT.
rrtholsters.com. info@rrtholsters.com. Donut, can you put that in the chat room for me? I've got moderators that are going to keep everything sexy for you. Very, very cool, dude. Dude, I didn't even notice that when he first brought that in. I thought he was just going to... See, that completely pushes this thing over the top.
Yeah.
You did good, man. Hey, this is the gentleman that makes the scabbards for all of Randy's knives, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
We've
yeah.
made a lot.
Oh, yeah. So you've seen him on the live stream before, but Randy swears by his stuff. Indeed, he swears by his stuff. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Get out here, do great things.
All right.
All right. I know he's got to get out of here. I'm not going to keep you all night long. Thanks, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep. Masalama, ya Walid. All right. How we doing, Steve? I mean, Nick, we good? Can you guys hear me okay? We got 174 people here tonight. Very, very cool. Very cool.
We're gonna do Byron, then we're gonna do Kim next.
All right. Hey, Dana, can you bring Steve outside and have him bring in that case of wine for me? That's in the trunk. What's up, Byron? Come snuggle. Guys, Byron Russell. Here's the deal. Me and Byron, we go all the way back to way back, like initial invasion of the start of the Stomp Through Humanity tour.
Correct.
Yeah, man. You guys have seen you've seen all my pictures in the man cave. Me and Byron, we started off as cell leaders and went up to team sergeant, A-team sergeants, master sergeants, and great stuff, man. Great stuff.
All at the same time too.
Yeah, we did. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. He was assault assault sergeant major. Well, I was in charge of the snipers, and yeah, great time. This is the gentleman. You guys hear me talk about. You hear me and Steve talk about the minigun in Solder City, and I was not even going to go out that night because they weren't using the snipers, and I was like working days that day. It wasn't. It was a night op, and Byron's like, "Carl, I want you on the minigun tonight." And what a shit show that turned into.
Actually, you wouldn't trade it for anything, though.
No, I would not have traded it for nothing. When you get to do a tac mag reload on a minigun from one can to another can, you know you're having a good night.
Remember the...
Where's Missy at?
I don't know
Where's Missy? You lost Missy.
my bride.
All right, right back here on this table. I lost your better half already.
She's running around here somewhere.
You don't have to find her. We'll find her later.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
Missy's
Oh, yeah.
mood maker, right? Ain't that not sexy, guys? That's some clear wine, too. I'm proud of this stuff. That is some good-looking wine right there. And so your wife fell in love with this stuff 4th of July, you remember?
Apparently, you two have a chuggability chart.
And the chuggability factor is really high on this stuff. So anyways, me and my Aunt Helen, my wife's Aunt Helen, we made a batch of this stuff and we started bottling it. We got the corker and everything. And Helen sanitized 25 bottles, but it made 26 and a half bottles worth. So me and Helen sat there and drank a bottle and a half. We had the giggles.
And you were
bad.
sending me pictures.
Oh
on that
yeah,
thing.
we were sending her pictures. Me and Helen Helen was hooping and hollering, and she don't get like that. So it was a good time. So anyways, that's Merry Christmas to Missy and Byron. More to you? No, I don't know. Hopefully Missy comes in sometime soon. No worries.
Somewhere.
All right, so Emery was I just took Emery down. Emery came back from Israel. I took Emery down to Tier 1 group, and we did some training last weekend. But prior to that, you guys know Emery he filmed a video about his new rifle that Byron makes, Black Armor Guns. And Byron wasn't on the video. I don't know why you weren't on the video.
I was in Indian Mound at the time.
But anyways, I wanted you guys to meet the legend behind the actual guns. Byron is not just a gunsmith, not just a master gunsmith. Byron is the end user. He's not just one of you guys. He's the end user for the assault force. So he's been an assaulter. He's been an assaulter cell leader. He's been an assaulter team sergeant. He's been the assaulter ground force sergeant major. If anybody knows what a assaulter needs on the battlefield, it's Byron Russell. And if I had to ask one person on the planet, you understand if there's a lot of people like, hey, what do the snipers need? And I get weird like phone calls from like Steve Holland. Hey, Carl, what do you think about this? And I'm like, that's gay. What we really need is this. And but if you were gonna ask a subject matter expert anything having to do with the assault weapon systems, I'd push you to Byron Russell. So if you guys have not seen the video about Byron's blaster, again, how many months ago was that? 3, 4?
Yeah, about 3 months ago.
Not that long ago, guys.
Door
and
kicker.
The door kicker is the name of that rifle. You make another one too.
We make the Champion, which is a competition one, 18-inch barrel. It's based off of, sorry, which way here? You see this guy over my other shoulder here? This guy is based off his rifle.
That's your son,
Yes,
right?
that's Houston. Yeah.
Houston is, yeah, right there. That's Houston. Houston shoots for Army Marksmanship Unit down at Fort Benning, Georgia. I know it's not called Fort Benning now. For us, it will always be called Fort Benning.
Just like Bragg.
Yeah, it's like Bragg will always be Fort Bragg. All right, you can change pronouns all you want, guys. It will always be Fort Benning and Fort Bragg. And when I'm elected king, I will change them back to Benning and Bragg. Really. Anyways, Houston, he's like one of the top guys now for them, right? Oh, yeah. So,
He's a three-gunner.
yeah, Byron built that blaster, so you can get the competition version built off of his gun. I see your blushing bride back there, the only red sweatshirt in the house.
Yep.
You're gonna bust her out, bring her on screen, give her wine. Hey, you don't got to bail yet, man. Nah, we won't do her like that because I know she won't want to be on film. At least my wife don't want to be on film.
I don't think she cares.
So how you been, man?
Good. Myself, Houston, and Jimmy were at had lunch today.
Jimmy Adams.
Yep.
No shit. How's Jimmy doing?
Good. We had our first conference on our 2025 Idaho hunt.
Okay.
In October/November of Idaho, November.
2024.
2025.
2025. You're planning it that far out?
Yes.
Okay. Very
Because now it's aware that you have to be in shape to do Idaho, and apparently round is not a shape in Idaho. So
Did it
now
kick your ass, man?
I got 2 years to.
You got 2 years
to get into that appropriate shape for that.
Okay.
And I have like you have an artificial knee, I have an artificial hip.
Yeah, the artificial
so
hip.
I gotta make that happen somehow. So we are planning that. We had our first little meeting in the restaurant about that today. A lot of surprises for me. That's how that worked out. So.
But Jimmy's doing good.
Yes, he's doing really good.
We held, when was the A15 reunion? October?
October.
October.
Correct, yes.
October.
It was during that 5th group reunion.
Yeah, 5th Special Forces Group holds their reunion, and it's usually Friday night. A15 that's our old SIF company. They call it a CRIF now, or a hard target defeat. Whatever, it'll always be a SIF CRIF. So we went to that reunion, and Jimmy Adams, he's the generation behind us. And Jimmy Adams, good people. I remember Jimmy, when he first got to that was actually like one of his first deployments also in the company.
Yeah. When they split us up
Yeah,
and had us all over Iraq,
yeah,
that was Jimmy's first deployment with us. He was
Okay,
at
yeah.
Camp Justice with us.
yeah. That's right. My wife is heading out. She must be going to talk to my daughter on the phone. All right, guys, we had a couple questions come in. Let's see if any. Carl, you are highest bidder so far, so you better start pimping out those knives. All right. The Tama Chicken, guys, we are auctioning this off for Ray Craddock. Ray Craddock is one of you guys. He's one of the guys out of the chat room. He got tore up real bad in a car wreck, and right now I am high bidder on this. I bid $550. This is a awesome tomahawk, and honest, if you don't want to be high bidder on this one, I'm good with that. All right. Right now I'm high bidder at $550. Guys, it's for a good cause. The other one is a Bussy knife. If you're not familiar with Bussy knives, they are totally badass. You got to have it on camera, Byron. He's trying. He's trying. He's
Trying
doing
my
it.
best.
Trying his best. Guys, everybody needs a new knife for Christmas. Buy yourself a new knife. I'm gonna pay shipping and handling, not that one.
Okay.
And right now the high bid is $550 for this one, and it's not just about getting a good knife, guys. 'Tis the season to be giving, and honest, Ray Craddock needs some love. He really does. They've been doing experimental surgeries to try to get him use of his arm again. Can you imagine not being able to hug your wife?
Yeah.
You know, hug your kids. Wouldn't that suck? That would really suck. So I'm trying to help the guy out, and we, Tactical Rifleman, are trying to help him out. We are. It's a holiday season, it really is. So if you can spare it, I would love to have you guys bid over $550. That's where we currently are, $550. All right, so that's it. I told you guys I wasn't going to spend the whole night talking about it, but Susan reminded me. We had another one come in here. This is from Peter out of Hong Kong. He threw down 10 Hong Kong shekels. I don't know what's money called in Hong Kong, Peter?
HK.
8 Hong Kong dollars. It's like Harry Potter money. I want to say that's like $2.50. It's Pete. I heard Patreon screwed up guys badly. No, what Patreon's doing is they're adding a chat room, and so that I can visit with my patrons more. But they haven't got the bugs worked out yet. They really. You leaving me already?
No, that was Doc Elkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying he's watching.
Yeah.
He's got fans. He's got fans.
You know Doc Elkins.
Yeah, I do. Old Russ and Carl stories. Man, who are they?
The night at Solder City, the one image I will never get out of my head
Yeah.
is the glowing head from the minigun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. From the
Guy coming over the wall.
yeah.
Remember?
We had
Tracers.
we had an F-16 flying overhead with a lantern pod, and they videotaped the whole thing in thermal. And it was like Byron said, I was behind a minigun, and well, I'm parked, but it's like a 4-lane road there, and it got like deadly quiet. So I wanted the driver to pull forward up onto the curb so I could see down the road better. And so I told him to pull forward. He said he would, and he put it. I looked at it. He put it in the drive, and then we didn't move. So I kicked him in the back of the helmet, because I'm in the turret. I'm like, hey, pull forward. And he looked up at me and went, I can't fucking see out of the windshield. And I leaned forward and I looked. The pile of casings on the hood of the Humvee was so high of brass he couldn't see out of the windshield. So I jumped out of the turret, kicked all the brass out of the way. And then later on that night, we end up, because you never come back to the target, but they had reported, the F-16s had reported that an Apache was shot down, and they're trying to talk us onto the crash site. The Apache wasn't shot down. The Apache was having radio problems and flew home. The fire they were trying to talk us back onto was the target building that we had hit earlier. So we come back to it, and so I'm sitting there, and I got the turret turned sideways, and we're right at the compound wall. Well, 82 feet away is the other wall. And all the Iraqis, they're shooting, and I got, Bernie Dodds is in the back of the Humvee with his assaulters.
Iraqis as in
our ICTF,
guys.
the Iraqi Counter-Terrorist Force guys. We call them Iraqis because they smell like feet, and they're Iraqis, and we love them.
And Kurds.
Yeah. Well, we had Kurds. Yeah, we had some Kurds. But they're shooting everywhere, and I'm watching the wall, and I got a guy going over the wall in a man dress. He doesn't have a gun. And then the next guy goes over the wall. He doesn't have a gun. The next guy goes to the wall. He doesn't have a gun. And I'm like, what are all these guys shooting at? They're shooting everywhere. And then this big fat guy wearing an orange and white striped rugby shirt. I still did it. I can see him like right now. He sits his butt cheek on top of the wall, and then he plants the butt of his AK to help him get his other fat butt cheek up over the wall. And I just was like, you meet my rules of engagement. And I hit that trigger, and I was aiming center mass, but I missed. I actually hit him low. I caught him in the pelvis, and he fell backwards off the wall. I knocked Humpty Dumpty off the wall, and he ate the entire 50-round burst. Every round passed through him, but the cool part was the F-16s filmed the whole thing, and then they gave us the DVD that had all the footage, and I've got a copy of that.
Like I was looking for the copy of Hazard Kadam. I
Yes,
couldn't.
you find a copy of Hazard Gadam. I'll give you a copy of that one. And yeah, guys, it's already been trimmed. It's not classified anymore. But it's kind of cool. If you've never seen anybody hit by a minigun, if you've never watched the barrel start glowing,
Yeah, I saw his head glow.
yeah, it's kind of neat. It's
I'll never
kinda
get that out of my head.
Yeah. So, funny stuff, man. We had a bunch of good times that trip we did. We had a bunch of good times since then. We have.
Well, the thing is, we did more damage when we were split up than we
Yeah.
ever did as a troop.
Yeah, together. Yeah, for sure. My A team was in Fallujah. You were working with the commandos then?
Baghdad, yes.
So our company got split up. I volunteered to go because I had the sniper team. I volunteered to go with a different AOB, Charlie Company, for Fallujah because we had just had the first battle of Fallujah, and which kind of rubbed Major Franks the wrong way that I wanted to leave the company, but that's where I wanted to be. And it worked out good for us. That's divine intervention. That's God put Carl Erickson where Carl needed to be. And then Captain Tarlowski, I was just looking at Captain Tarlowski right here, guys. This whole wall is covered. The wall over here is literally covered with these little plaques. They have an American flag made out of these plaques, and that I don't know if you guys can see them. That's Captain Tarlowski, guys.
That was during the Najaf uprising.
He was his A team was down in Najaf, working with the Najaf police SWAT team down there. They went to go do a raid. Supposed to be 3 bad guys there. Turns out Makata al-Sadr had come down with like 200 bad guys, and it went bad house real quick. Rick Frazier, the guys threw a frag down the stairwell. Frag goes off. He actually had a piece of shrapnel penetrated his liver, but the medics picked the captain up because the captain was blown down also. And the captain's like, I'm fine. And that's when the guy leaned over the railing and shot the captain right through the center of his helmet. A Mitch helmet will glance an AK round unless it's from very close, and then it's got to be right straight dead on. And that just happened to be how it worked out. So anyways, Captain Tarlowski dead on the spot. And that was the start of the battle in Najaf to take back the Imam Ali Mosque. If you guys want to hear the whole story, you can go to Patreon, and I have that whole story, a couple different chapters of it there. I do story time with Carl every month. But I brought my snipers down there. The Grom snipers came down, some SEAL snipers, and they let me bring my snipers down from Fallujah because the second battle of Fallujah hadn't started yet. I get down there, and Mario Vigil and Colonel Kelly, they're like, I need you to do Overwatch for the final raid of this new fledgling unit called the ICTF and 36 Commando. And I've never even heard of them. It's like the Iraqi Delta. And in comes Byron Russell. He's got a bunch of white pickup trucks. And he comes in with his assault force. And I was like, I'll be damned. It is a small world. It is a small world. And so at the time, I was hunting out I had my snipers out hunting in the cemetery. And we're in the planning phase of hitting the mosque. The Marines are going to put a cordon on, and then Byron's going to take his Iraqis, 200 Iraqis, to basically go in and take back this mosque. And I don't want to hunt in the cemetery because all the bad guys are right around the mosque. So I go to Colonel Kelly, and I told Colonel Kelly, I'm like, hey, sir, I want to leave the other A-team, Tom McCoy, 1-4 in the cemetery. I want to take my guys into the old city because I want to start reconning overwatch positions so I can protect Byron Russell's assault force. And Colonel Kelly looked me right in the eye and he's like, don't lie to me, Carl. You want to get in the city so you can get your blast on. And I'm like, and I'm getting ready to say, and he goes, here's the deal, Carl. He didn't say Master Sergeant Erickson. He said, here's the deal, Carl. He's like, the Marines are going to secure the outside.
Yes.
Byron's going to take roughly 200 Iraqis in there. Mercado al-Sadr is supposed to have 600 to 1,000 bad guys, Mahdi militia, in the old city and in the mosque right now. All the women and children have left the old city. There is nothing but bad guys in the city right now. 600 to 1,000 against Byron's 200. I want you to go into that old city and I want you to even the odds. And I just was like, Roger that, sir. Could you ask for better rules of engagement? He basically said all military age males must die. Now he didn't say that out loud, and in my defense, we did not shoot anybody that didn't have an AK in their hand. But I brought my snipers in there. I had Calipetro, I had Chris Papard. You guys know Chris Papard. Leslie Lee, Jeffrey Fryer, Pete Chin was my spotter, and we. I had never done anything like that, and getting on the SATCOM that third night and requesting a resupply of another case. That's 2 ammo cans of 118 LR, another can of 50 cal Rifleman rounds to feed the Barrett. That's how you know you're having a good time. Very productive.
Well, fortunately, they left.
They left. They quit.
Yeah.
But you guys went and did the other mosque.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was the same day that Mike died.
Yeah.
Same day.
Yep.
But my story from there is, while we're prepping for this, and we were on that Marine base.
Yeah. Yep.
Folks came in, I won't mention the unit, they came in and said, hey, we want you, because our main mission was to take back the mosque.
Yeah.
And all the tunnels that were under it.
Yeah.
We're talking about a 1,000-year-old mosque.
Yeah.
And these folks, I won't mention the unit again, came in and said, hey, we think you might want to use these grenades and AT-4s, which were thermal barracks.
Thermal barrack.
And I was like, okay, what are we looking at here? And they proceeded to show us a video on a computer. I think I even used my computer. And I saw that they shot an AT-4 into a building in this video.
Yeah.
And his building was no more.
Overpressure.
Yes. From
Thermal
overpressure.
barrack, guys.
And I looked at it and was like, fuck no, we are not using those things. Are you kidding me?
The
This
whole
thing is
reason for
thousands
sending
of
it,
years
yeah,
old,
exactly.
And you want us to blow off these mini thermonuclear devices inside these tunnels? Are you kidding me? No, we're not using these things. How am I supposed to get out of that?
Yeah.
So fortunately, we didn't. We told her no, we're not using those, and we didn't have to go into Al-Sadr and all them left anyway. And
they snuck them out in an ambulance. Now I want that to sink in. We found out afterwards because we're letting all the women and children leave. They snuck Mercado al-Sadr out in the back of an ambulance. Guys, they don't fight fair. They just and don't get me wrong, we wouldn't either. Let's see if we got any questions for you, man. Everybody loves Byron. I love Byron. All right. When is Jamie the cop gonna be back on? Would like both your opinions on a tactical Civic. Nope, guys. Heather Flyfishers threw down another $10 with a, what do you call that? That's like a. Like a yellow turd wearing some sort. Heather, you picked the weirdest freaking. But we love you. We love you. All right. Anybody got any questions for Byron? No, they don't. No. All right, and then Susan found us another one. This one also from Heather Fly Fishes. She says thank you. Thank you, Heather. If you guys got questions for Byron, you understand I'm not going to get Byron on very often because this is a busy man right here. Busy man. Busy man. Man, dude, you and me, we could do war stories. We really could.
Yeah, like around the fire during the reunion.
Yeah, he comes, Byron comes up to my place. It's actually his brainchild. A couple months ago, a month ago, we did Big Boar Sunday. You know, me and Steve and Big Al, we shoot every Sunday, 2 p.m. if I'm in town. I've been gone a lot, by the way. No, we're not shooting this Sunday. It's freaking, it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Right.
We're not shooting Christmas Eve. Maybe in a couple weeks. But anyway, Byron came up with Big Boar Sunday. And you had a 45-70?
Yeah, and the 300 Win Mag. I brought the 300 Win Mag and the 45-70.
But you also had a pistol. Didn't you bring some big pistol?
That Deagle, the Gold Desert Eagle.
Yeah, he brought Emery's 50 cal Desert Eagle. There's some other guy had a 500 Beowulf and some 444. Yeah, Coach.
That actually shot pretty good.
Yeah, it shot good. Shot good. It had a nice muzzle brake on it. Of course, I don't have any big guns. You know, I just don't. And then I thought about it. I was like, I got a Barrett 50 cal.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring the biggest of them all. I'm going to bring an anti-aircraft gun out there. So I brought my Barrett out, and everybody had a good time.
And you also have Missy shooting that and the 45-70.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah.
And she wore that thing out.
And she had fun. Everybody likes to shoot the Barrett. You can't go wrong with a Barrett, guys. You can't go wrong with a Barrett. We already did those.
We'll have to bring her over here in a little bit.
Yep, we'll bring her over. All right, I got one right here. This one is from Tactical Gristle. Hi, Byron. What was your favorite challenge coin story?
Well, Tactical Gristle has to know me, or they wouldn't have asked that question.
What's your favorite challenge coin story?
When I was younger in my military career, me and my squad were very big on keeping your coin with you at all times.
Yeah,
and it was a case of Cokes. It was usually a case of Cokes, a case of beer if you didn't have it.
Yep.
You know, we all lived in the barracks, and I was the squad leader.
Yep.
Well, I'm in the shower in the barracks. You know, we had
the five.
I didn't have a shower in my room like they have
stall,
today,
yeah,
right?
Five
with
stalls,
right?
Yeah.
And I'm in the shower, and I'm soaping up and everything, and I look down and I see 5 hands inside the curtain with coins racked up because they assumed I did not have my coin on me. So I had 5 different hands with their coins in the shower with me. And I looked down and I reached up underneath my soap dish and pulled out my coin and showed it to him. By the time I got done with my shower, there was cases of beer sitting in front of my door of my room. They challenged me, but they were prepared for a loss just in case.
See, I got coined in the shower in Charlie Company, 5th Group, and SF guys get out of control with this shit. So I'd already had to buy like a couple cases, but I'm in the shower and somebody pitches a freaking coin in there, and I'm like, come on guys, this is bullshit. Nobody's got a coin in the shower. Damned if a guy didn't pull one out from under his watch. I know. And the other guy relaxed his butt cheeks. He was holding it between his butt cheeks. I'm like, that's some rigged shit right there.
Hold on, we're changing out.
All right.
He's got to go.
He's got to go?
Eric Torres, keep it safe.
You want me to do this or not?
He outshot Barry Duke. 3-gun match.
All right, come here, Steve. I'm going to give you Steve for a minute. I'm going to give you Steve.
Come on, Eric.
All right. Steve's running me off. Here you go, Steve.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
Am I hooked in?
You need help there?
No, I'm good. TR Nation, I want to introduce Master Sergeant Eric Torres, 5th Special Forces Group,
S8, the Force Mod office, the shop where I used to work before I retired. And Eric wants to share some information with you on some things that he's doing, nonprofit. Eric, all yours.
Well, first, I appreciate it, Steve, and I appreciate it, Carl, you guys allowing me to come on, man.
Dude, always.
This is kind of unexpected. I just showed up. He's like, you want to get on a podcast? I was like, sure. Spreading the message of what we're doing on my foundation. That's all we try doing. So thanks to Steve and Carl for allowing me to do this. But first of all, everybody, so I have a non-profit for special operations, the fallen, their families, the Gold Star families that they left behind, sadly. We honor 10 fallen special operations soldiers, so all across our military. We're talking Navy SEALs, MARSOC, CCT, JTAC, Green Berets, all across. Rangers.
Now, Eric, you got to remember, when you say stuff like MARSOC and CCT,
that's right.
You don't.
You know,
they don't know.
I haven't
they don't
translated
know exactly.
quite yet.
Yeah,
so we're
okay.
talking a Marine Special Operations Command. So soldiers that have served in Marine Force Recon, essentially. CCTs, that's our combat control. CCT and JTAC are joint terminal aviation controllers. So those are pretty much our special operations for Air Force. They help control the birds in the air while we're on the ground. And then we have our Navy SEALs and our Green Berets, and then Ranger Regiment also. So we select 10 fallen special operations soldiers a year, and then in October and Columbus Day weekend, we host a 3-gun competitive shooting event, 3-gun, and that is called the Memorial 3-Gun competition. Our foundation is called Memorial 3-Gun Foundation. The families come out. We have over 500 people in attendance.
Keep going.
And we just dedicate each stage after one of these fallen special operations soldiers. Every year we're growing. Last year we were able to donate $400,000 to the families. So each family we were able to walk away with that money. It's for completely nonprofit. I don't take a cut. My board doesn't take a cut. Our volunteers don't. But I just want to spread the message of what we're doing. We're on social media, Memorial 3-Gun, Facebook, Memorial 3-Gun also, and then our website, www.memorial3gun.com.
Hand me my phone.
Yep, no problem.
Good,
But,
so
I just
go.
so yeah, guys, I just appreciate you
See the
taking
green
the
light?
time. Oh, up there, the green light. So I'm going to show you guys real quick just some of the stuff we have going on. So last year we have some really good content. We had a professional video crew come out. So on our website, on our social media page, we have a bunch of video content that we put out. So I appreciate if you guys go take a look. Here we are on our social media page. But yeah, so the families come out. It's definitely a memorable moment for them. Most of them have never shot guns before, maybe a few times with their fallen loved one at one point in their time. But they shoot their loved one stage. We shoot from helicopters. We shoot from 727 out at Griffin Group Security Solutions, right outside of Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty now. In North Carolina. We shoot out of moving vehicles, we shoot off of trailers, we shoot off of towers. So it's a 3-gun event. For those who don't know what 3-gun is, you're utilizing pistol, rifle, and shotgun to complete a course of fire that is pre-designated. There's 10 stages. If you don't, we usually sell out in 30 seconds. One of the few matches, the only match that does that in the United States currently. So understanding that we sell out so quickly, we have side stages there for the public. So if you're local to the Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty area, come on out. Again, it's going to be October 11th through the 13th of this 2024. So for more information, guys, go to our website, memorial3gun.com, social media. But yeah, so we appreciate you guys listening. We're taking nominations currently too for 2024. Go to our website and you'll be able to nominate a loved one. We do ask that you get the family's permission though, because we don't do this without the family's permission, because we want their approval and we want them to participate in the event as much as they can to see what we're doing. But thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Steve.
Okay. I just real quick, Eric, go over your next 3-gun match.
Our next 3-gun, it's in October 11th through the 13th.
Can you guys hear him okay? When is it?
October 11th through the 13th of 2024.
3 days long.
3-day long event.
Yeah. Where's it at?
Griffin Group Security Solutions out at right outside of Fort Bragg.
Okay. Griffin Group used to be down in Florida.
Yep.
They moved. They got their own facility now.
Yep. And they have
Now the last match you hosted was where?
It was this year. It was the 8th through the 10th. So October 8th to the 10th. October.
And you picked 10.
And the thing I could use the public's help the most is this year we lacked nominations. We had to reach out to friends that lost buddies, loved ones. But if you guys know somebody that needs to be honored, honored, memorialized, we would be happy to do that. Again, go to our website on memorial3gun.com and nominate them.
8th through the 10th?
This year, it's going to be 2024. Yeah. It's going to be the 11th through the 13th.
And I'm free. That's actually right before Patreon. All right, so patrons can actually shoot in this thing, and then we can all carpool to Patreon.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's his
Gun,
name.
I have to.
Work on that shotgun?
I got a Versamax, competition Versamax.
That's what I started with.
And not a bad gun. Not a bad gun. I need the mic before you leave.
Take off my jacket.
The shotgun I saw you with, what model was that?
I have the model you saw me with, that was a Benelli M2. It's done by Dissident Arms. They're out in Texas. They redid the entire thing with Briley manufacturing parts, bought Briley 3 guns. But yeah.
And he's out of the 5th Group S8 in Fort Smart shop.
Poor guy, you took his place?
I took his place. Had to deal with all the logistical stuff and hire. And, It's tough. It's tough.
Crazy.
When I retired, they said, hey man, we're going to give you a civilian position doing the same thing you did when you were in the military. I said, no fucking way, man. That shit wore me out.
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah. It wears you out. No,
but... Dude, Steve, I appreciate this.
And Carl, too.
And thank you, Carl. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Too easy.
So we kind of kicked Byron off, man.
All right, I'm bringing Byron back on.
Here you go, Byron.
No, I got to get Kim Breed.
Okay, he's got to get one more.
Kim.
Take a break. He's got
Kim.
one more.
No, you need to be here, too.
Okay.
Kim. Come on. Come on.
Kim? Got it?
Hey, seriously, let's get together. I don't know when, but come out the car place where we do all our range stuff and shoot.
Yeah,
we got the
is this
video
thing
crew
on?
there, and we'll do YouTube shorts.
I'll bring all my shotgun stuff.
All right, brother.
We waiting. Yes, I know it's gray.
So, guy, rolling along.
I got a warm seat. I like this. This shit's cool, man. It's nice and warm.
What we have here is a
Failure to communicate. All right, let me get this right.
So now we got to ask this from Philip. Philip, are you?
Where's Philip? Philip, are you there? Mr. Wilson, where are you? Come on up on the thing.
All right, I'm here. What are we doing?
So,
I'm looking for
remember I
Mr.
told you Kim
Wilson.
said that he needed to come do something, but both of us had to be here? Okay.
Anyway, a longtime friend of both Carl's and Steve that knows that has been following them for a while, he gave me a phone call. First thing I said was, hell no, it screwed him. But he got the best of me. Anyways, what Mr. Wilson did is he wanted me to make them each a knife. Not just any of my styles. I had to come up with something new. So guess what? That's exactly what I did for him. I hope you're there.
Philip Wilson.
Anyways,
Philip Wilson, one of my patrons. Wow.
Ooh.
this is the new style. Don't know what to call it.
Poke me right in the eye with that.
Dana, he's down.
That's
And actually on my Instagram site, which is Kimbreed1911, you'll see me pulling the hair off my arm with this. And as quick proof, there, you see that? I need to stick that on my head someplace. But
a sharp ass.
anyways, that one's for you, Carl.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
Wow.
Thank you, Philip Wilson.
And
Very
because
cool.
if you don't give Steve one, I'll never hear the end of it. What? Mr. Wilson
I don't have a
said,
Kim Breed knife.
He said,
I don't either.
he said, go ahead and make Steve one. So,
Oh, so he put Carl before me.
no, I just did that.
Okay.
But he said make them both one.
Would you give me the damn knife?
Here's his knife. I'll give it to you the dull end.
Thank you, Phil. Philip
you,
Wilson,
Philip.
thank you.
And I apologize for me calling you out on the internet.
Thank you,
Like
Philip.
you whined about on the last show.
Merry
Thank you,
Christmas
brother.
to me.
Merry Christmas.
No, that is awesome.
There he is,
gosh.
right there.
That is
I
awesome.
see.
Look at that freaking thing.
There he is, right there. Merry Christmas, Carl and Steve.
That's awesome.
Randy is going to lose his mind.
Yeah, Randy's gonna be pissed he didn't get one of these.
Look at this fucking puppy. Oh my God.
And here's the neat thing. I don't have a name for this model, so if you have any cool names, feel free, send them to these guys, and if I pick your name that you choose for this night, I'll give you a free one.
Oh shit.
Oh snap.
With a sexy knife.
Can I participate?
Yeah.
'Cause you know,
both
one-
of you,
one is none.
Anybody. Anyway.
Look at that
you can,
puppy.
You can never
Oh
have
my
one.
gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a 1911. You can never have one.
Good looking, dude.
Hope
That
you
is
guys
good looking
appreciate
knife.
it.
Good
It's
looking
brand new
You
design.
know,
That is awesome.
when he had the one
You
knife
notice
on the
the
show.
handle's longer
Yeah.
than normal because
Yeah. I love long
he's
handles.
got little hands and he wants a big handle. I don't know. It makes him feel better.
You know, when he was on the show last time, he had that push dagger with the zebra wood. Still to this day, I admire somebody that can take a piece of steel, pound on it, beat on it, scrape on it, and it comes out like this. Look at this thing.
Well, they're sharp.
Look at this thing.
Don't poke yourself with it.
Can you imagine? I think of machines making things when I see something that
Yeah, the machines. If you
He's
can
at a
look my
forge in
fingers,
Clarksville beating
see
on
all
some
the
metal.
calluses and everything here. That's the machine right there.
this is
I actually
amazing.
think mine might have come out nicer than yours.
They're not identical. There's little minute differences. Both of them will pull hair off your arm.
Kimbrey knife.
Well, you ain't got no hair
Christmas?
on your arm. What the hell?
This is the way.
Smooth skin, though. Scrape that whiskers off your face.
Randy, I don't know if Randy's watching, but Randy's gonna be.
Randy,
Guys,
he's got a little knife.
you have to feel this to understand what he's done. My gosh.
You tapping out? He's got more. Now what you got? What you got?
Didn't that thing have a...
The little foam piece?
Yeah. Where'd the foam piece
Nick, the
go?
little foam piece fell off the mic. It'll work.
It'll work.
We'll find it.
Still work?
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yeah, but
You're not leaving, are you?
there it is. I found it. Hang on, I gotta get the foam piece.
James.
I gotta run. I'll call you.
Okay. Good to see you, brother. How long are you in town?
Success. Found the foam piece.
Okay. All right. Love you, brother.
There we go.
Wow. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Mr. Breed. I now officially own a Kimbrey knife.
He's just too damn piggy, that's all.
This is going to be my 2024, if they ever make it through the door, knife. Because you know I like to make them deploy early before they get to the house. They get to the house.
Let him come in. At least one. Gotta let one come in.
No, I'm taking them
Anyway,
all.
this
I'm taking them all.
this is the size of Randy's knife right here.
Yeah.
So technically, you got a bigger knife. Cool?
Yeah. Cool.
And then,
Now this,
I mean, I don't know how you guys want to do
You know-
that. Let me grab one more.
okay.
Got knives out the bag. He just wanted a little sticker. And just because they asked for it last time, and it's up to Steve and Carl to figure out how to do it. This knife here will be a giveaway knife. So I don't know how they're gonna run it or what they're gonna do, but this knife will be either tonight or the next time Carl does it, it'll be a giveaway.
He wants
knife.
to know, this is going to be his giveaway knife. He wants to know
So
if you want to do it
whenever
tonight.
Carl
or
and
next.
Steve figure it out, keep an eye out for it and watch.
All right.
Well, since we're doing the auction tonight, let's
We're
pick
gonna save
another-
that for another night.
Save it for another night. But it is officially handed off. Watch it.
Man, I'm gonna have to get in on
And
that
watch out,
giveaway.
that little bugger's sharp.
You can't get in on a
What? I
giveaway.
can't get it. What do you mean? I can give that a what? I can't.
It's
can
a
I?
giveaway. Now, auction, you can get it in an auction.
I did. I bid. I'm high bidder on both of these right now. I'm a big bidder.
Oh, yeah. I just got this thing about that contact area.
See, I like them right there.
Yeah. So where are we on the auction?
$550 on this
The bussy knife.
bushy knife, and we are at $550 on this.
The Macau tomahawk.
That's the one I bid on. Actually, I bid on both of them.
That is such an awesome tomahawk. That's
Wear yourself out.
My wife is gonna be pissed if I win both of those.
Gentlemen, I have Kydex sheaths to do at home, so I bid you
We'll see
all
you later.
to do from La La Land.
Awesome. Been a pleasure, brother. Thanks for coming out. Got to grab those.
We're going to have to get Kim to kind of, sort of, without being too detailed, talk to us about the 6.8.
Uh-oh, here we go. My favorite subject. All I can say is military was stupid for not adapting it.
All right, Steve, I'm going to bring on
Matter of fact, Steve should
Chris.
be driving
You ready?
a big Lincoln or a Mercedes, one of the two, because he deserved it for that one.
All right, guys, I got another guest for you that I really want to bring on. His name's Chris Spence, and we've actually had him on one of our videos. Okay. Yep. Come on, Chris. Chris, slide in here, man. You got to get Steve out of here first. Steve. All right, you good? Yep. All right, hit that thing where they can. All right.
I showered this morning, so.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I had a good friend the other day, and he stopped by. One of my patrons, Jordan Carlson, and he's one of my Medal of Honor patrons. Great guy indeed. And we're talking. He invited Chris over, and me and Emery over. We're grilling steaks and everything at their Airbnb and stuff. And everybody knows of when the towers fell, Ground Zero, the whole horse soldiers statue. It's a big bronze statue of a Green Beret on horseback in Afghanistan. Right? You guys have all seen that, right? Horse Soldier Bourbon is a picture of that statue, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that statue. Everybody has seen it. Everybody that goes by Ground Zero in New York City has seen that statue. Everybody gets their pictures taken around that statue. One thing that I don't think you guys know, Chris is the guy that took that picture. So, Chris, I don't mean to put you on the spot. I think we're going to start with this picture right here. Tell us about this picture, Chris.
All right, everybody's heard the term foreshadowing, right? So, this is us off Ellis Island, and we're doing we got tasked to do the flag ceremony at the immigrant event, where they honor immigrants who came into the United States and then made careers for themselves in the United States.
Yep.
So they honored Klinger from MASH.
Yeah.
He was honored that night. And then the funny thing was we had Rudy Giuliani was there. He came over and said thanks to us.
Yep.
Hillary Clinton was there as Senator Clinton. She didn't bother to swing by the guys to say thanks for the flag.
Who saw that coming?
For the flag play. So that's us in May or June of 2001. So here you have Green Berets.
June 2001.
Yes. So here you have Green Berets standing in front of the World Trade Center, which will then follow the next couple months. And then we all find ourselves in Afghanistan shortly after that. So a lot of foreshadowing and ominous picture right there of foretelling things to come.
I'm going to go to this one right here. So fast forward, these are guys on horseback right here.
Right, so here we are. This is 3 November. I think it's 2 November 2001. We just infilled that night into Afghanistan on DZ Burrow. A member of ODA 595 and I rode out on it. We brought 2 John Deere Gators in with us. We drove them off the back of the helicopters, and we were doing a resupply run to some of their teams which are up there. So Steve and I are on this John Deere Gator with our Afghan security guard.
Yeah.
He won the lottery to get the first
So
ride.
you weren't on horseback, you were on a Gator, six-wheeler.
Right, at that point in time. We later transitioned to horseback. So we had stopped and we saw all these guys coming over a hillside, and I had brought a digital camera with me. And I look back and I'm like, Steve, no one's gonna believe this shit. We gotta get a picture of this. So they're coming over the hillside. I get that great panoramic shot of them coming down, and then we send that up in our sit rep. Hey, here we are. And then the only thing we heard back was like, great pictures. And that's the last we heard of it. And then when we get back to the States after our tour.
You had another one I want to pull up off the guys.
Now this one immediately followed. So you still see the big convoy of horses coming down.
Yeah.
And then that right there is a gentleman named Bart Decker.
Okay.
He's not a Green Beret.
He's an Air Force guy attached to him.
Yes, he is an Air Force STS guy. So he's come away. I'm like, Bart, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Act natural.
Yeah.
So we got that nice shot click like they taught us in O&I with our KS99s. Get that nice pan and then shot. So I did that, and then it just turned out to be a great picture because I tried to get one of the team leader from ODA 595. I'm like, look at me, and he smiles, and I'm like, look, you just ruined the whole shot. So that then became the face of us on horseback. When Fox News first showed those pictures, they got distributed, and then Doug Stanton featured a lot of those photos in the book, The Horse Soldiers.
Yep.
There is an equestrian sculptor artist named Dowd Blomberg who lives in Kentucky.
Okay.
So we saw those photos, and he created the basis for the horse soldier statue.
Built that off of your pictures.
Yes, so we went up and interviewed with him in his studio in Kentucky, and then there was a documentary built about it called The Secret Mission of the Horse Soldiers by Alex Quaid, the journalist, and then it was actually narrated by Gary Sinise. And so he narrated the whole thing, and he talked about, we showed a lot more of the pictures that we had in Afghanistan of our little vacation journey that we took. So then that took on a life of its own, and then a bunch of funders got together, donated some funding, and that statue was then cast in Oklahoma, and they brought it up to New York, and there was a dedication ceremony for it.
Yeah.
Now that statue now sits overlooking the reflective pools where the Greek Orthodox Church used to sit next to Ground Zero.
Yeah. Guys, that statue, when they did that ceremony, the unveiling of it, they actually loaded up a plane full of fifth group guys.
Yes.
Did you went to that ceremony?
Yes.
I got one of the invites to it, and I was like, I wasn't one of the horse soldiers. I mean, I was in Afghanistan. It was fifth group. I was fifth group, but the SIP company was Task Force K-Bar, working with, take care, sir. Masalama.
Good seeing you.
But these guys were all staging out of Uzbekistan. So my wife was like, well, you should go. And I was like, nah. But now I regret it. I really do regret it.
Because we did several unveilings. We did the one on Veterans Day where they actually drove the statue down on their parade route, and they put the statue on a big truck and drove it down. And then we went back again where then Vice President Joe Biden came and did the dedication speech for the statue and told a little story about his time in Afghanistan. So it was, it was a really
Was
good
he, he
event.
was probably on horseback in Afghanistan, and
I think he carried the horse. But no, but that one picture that Don Rumsfeld held up was showing the guys when they first broke the news that, hey, we do have American soldiers in Afghanistan, and they're currently on horseback. So when we got back, then what we know now is that picture went viral over everything, and it was pretty astonishing to see a simple picture that was taken, helped write a book, helped write a movie, and then turn it to a statue. And those pictures are also currently in the Smithsonian Institute as well.
That's awesome, dude. I don't have anything to top that. I don't know how many pictures I've taken over the years.
Well, this is the first time that we got pictures of SF guys where they never got in trouble.
There's always that. There's always that. All right, I got Susan has sent us a few here. All right, are there any? I'm sorry, Susan. Let me get back here. Merry Christmas. Let's see if we got anything for you. Philip Wilson. Thank you, Philip. He got me. He had the Bree make us custom knives. That's totally badass. All right, Carl LeBlanc. Can I get a shout out to all my brothers honoring the anniversary of Operation Just Cause? 20 December 89, Rangers lead the way, and Merry Christmas.
2nd Ranger Battalion.
Operation Just Cause. Big shout out for them. Let's see if I got one. Was that the last one, Nick? Yep. All right, I thought you guys had a question for you. Anybody got a question for Chris here?
I was actually at Fort Lewis when the Rangers went in, and there's a funny backstory to that you may not have heard about. So the Rangers went to the ASP to grab all their ammunition to go to Operation Just Cause.
Yep.
Well, the PFC, who was on guard duty at the ASP that night, said, "You're not on the list. You can't come in and get your ammunition." So a few phone calls were made, but that little PFC delayed the Rangers from grabbing the ammunition they needed to deploy. It could be an urban legend, but that was the story that I
wouldn't
got.
doubt it.
That sounds like a typical military operation right there.
Yeah. I will not abandon my post until properly relieved.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of your general orders as a private.
And I will walk my post from flank to flank and take no shit from any rank.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Now, funny stuff. Oh, dude, I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, thanks, Carl.
I appreciate you coming on. Guys, I had to share that 5th Special Forces Group, and they're right here local. I retired out of 5th Group, but the cool part is my wife's hometown is just north of the North Impact area, so I've been able to retire. I have my wife's family there, but I also have all my Special Forces brothers here. And there's a saying, SEALs make movies, Green Berets make history. And out of all the Green Berets, all the McAfee SOG guys, that was 5th Special Forces Group. You know, Vietnam, that was 5th Special Forces Group. The towers fell. That was our area of operation, 5th Special Forces Group. And Afghanistan, Iraq, Horn of Africa, Askrakistan, Krapistan. It's all the stands belong to 5th Special Forces Group. So we've got so many great guys that did awesome stuff. I consider myself honored to be able to hang out with them and everything. So yeah, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure, Carl.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
But he's gonna walk off with the mic attached and rip it out of the thing.
I'm an old combo guy.
He's an old combo guy. All right, who am I gonna have on next? Byron, you coming back? You ready to get? I'm good. You ready to get? You want to be on the live stream? No? You sure? There you go. All right, come say hi to everybody.
How many people is in here?
You just kind of hold it under your chin.
Okay.
Say hello to everybody. This is our bartender here at the Leatherwood Distillery. If you're ever in this area,
Yeah, definitely come and see us.
My wife says she makes a great margarita.
I do try my best. Yeah.
She tries. You good?
Yeah.
Are they running up my tab real bad back there?
No, everyone pretty much has their own tab.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to encourage that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I can't afford all this. Can't afford it.
Yeah,
All right,
no, everyone's been taking their own diligence.
Awesome. I will let you go. Thank you, man. Byron, you coming back? Guys, Steve Holland wants to talk about the lever gun that he has behind us here. So I'm going to let Steve do that, but Steve took off. I don't know where Steve went, so I figure I'll bring Byron back. If you guys got any questions for Byron, toss them, let me know. And Byron, I have got 176 people hanging out with us right now.
Sorry, I gotta use these now.
176. That's not too bad. You're getting old, dude.
Sorry about that. What can I say?
All right, guys, I don't know what the amount is up to on the Tama chicken, but whatever it's up to, I'm letting you guys run that in the chat room.
5 minutes.
What's up?
Bidding closes in 5 minutes.
Yeah, guys, 4 minutes now. 4 minutes. We are going to draw the winner of for the tomahawk and the knife. This is a gorgeous tomahawk, guys. And remember, it's not just about getting yourself an most excellent gift, and then this bussy knife also. And these are donated. These are donated by Kentucky Gun and Knife Country out of Oak Grove, right outside Fort Campbell. Great place. Sarah, if you're watching, thank you so much for donating these. Sarah is awesome. Her daughter's awesome. Anyways, guys, 'tis the season to be giving. All the money from these two auctions goes to Ray Craddock for his experimental surgeries to hopefully try to get him some use of his arm back. He rolled his Suburban like 20 times. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Yeah, but I'm exaggerating a little bit. I want to say it was like 9 or 13 rollovers. Yeah, that knife and the tomahawk, we're going to close them here in a couple minutes. I will ask Susan Britcher to send me the winners after it gets to me. All right, I got one here. Byron and Carl, what's the most important aspect of building your own AR? You want to go first or me?
Well, you know where I stand. I believe that you can take one of the items that gives you error out right off the bat, and that is making sure your barrel and that upper meet perfectly square.
Yep.
Perfectly square. And a good barrel. I'm not going to throw any companies under the bus, but you need to go to a reputable barrel company, not a company who sells AR parts and they just happen to have barrels in there.
Yeah.
You need to go to a reputable barrel company. I am a big fan of Ballistic Advantage.
Yeah, they make good guns.
That
good
one
barrels.
thing right there is something that you're taking out of the element. You don't have to worry about when it comes to accuracy. Now it comes to ammo, sights, and human error after that. But that's stuff you can fix. But if it's not accurate to begin with, then you're going to have a hard time. And I'm a big MOA guy. Yeah,
my big thing, guys, is you're building your first AR. It shouldn't be your first AR. You should buy a good AR. Train with it. But I encourage everybody to build an AR. And the reason why I want you to build one is that way you know all the little parts. That way, if you're in a gunfight in the dark and your rifle shits the bed, you have that mental image of how things work on the inside because you literally built it part by part.
Right.
My thing is you building your first AR, it's going to be junk. There's no way you're going to build your first AR as good as this man does. So, no, but hear me out.
My first AR was junk.
Right?
I still have it too. It's in my gun safe. It never sees the light
my
of
first
day.
3 ARs I built were junk. But my thing is, accept that and don't spend top dollar on your first AR that you build. All right. I want you to have a top of the line AR, whether it's Black Rifle.
Black Armor Guns.
Black Armor Guns, Byron's company, or whether you're going Daniel Defense or someone like that. Like me, I'm a piston guy. Byron's not a piston guy. That's okay. My next gun I'm working on is going to be a piston. That's all right. We're still buds, right? You don't have to vote the same. You don't have to vote the same to be family members, right? He'll always be my brother. Get a good gun, but understand the first time you make one, no matter how much you spend on parts, it's going to be junk. So your first one you build, make it like Legos, make it dirt cheap, get it out of the way so you learn. I'm about you having the knowledge, and then take your time and get somebody good to talk you through it and make sure that barrel is square, make sure that the trigger's installed properly, and you can make a great rifle. You really can. You really can. I see my blushing bride has come back in.
Yes, she has.
All right. Good. Tactical Gristle was the Tama chicken with $600. You better give Dana another margarita because you got the other one. Right, I am high bidder on the knife. Sweet. All right. Tactical Gristle, congratulations. Here's what I need from you, Tactical Gristle. I need you to just take a picture of your avatar and email me at tacticalrifleman1@gmail.com, and we'll work out getting this shipped to you. Once Ray Craddock has the money from you, I will get this Tama chicken shipped out to you. Ray Craddock, reach out to me tomorrow, and I'll get you the money for this right here, man. Good
you
stuff.
You remember Dave Ledbetter?
Yeah, Ledbetter, yeah.
1-3.
Yeah.
He carried one of these in Afghanistan,
Really?
right? I always thought it was kind of weird that you have to carry this tomahawk with you wherever he goes, but every target we hit, he would bump you out. If something had to get during SSE, you know, and I always had a benchmate to get into stuff.
Yeah.
He would knock you out of the way and able to pull that hatchet out and actually use the thing, right?
I remember Scotty Pierce at Raptor Base. Scotty Pierce, same thing. He made a whole forge, blacksmith forge there. He made this tomahawk. He had this thing on his body armor. And Scotty Pierce, we wouldn't even let him go outside the wire. You know, Scotty Pierce had to work day ops all the time. But we did this Mannix there, and it started on the sniper range, and you had to like go under Humvees and shoot all these targets. And I remember it was Scotty's turn to go, and he like ran, shot. He went up the ladder truck, came down. He went under the Humvee, and everybody's waiting because you can't start the next guy until he's gone. He never came out of the Humvee, and I'm like, did I miss him? Is he done? They're like, no, he's still under the Humvee. And what it was is his tomahawk hanging on his body armor got turned sideways under the Humvee, got wedged. He couldn't get undone. He had to actually have other people come under the Humvee and get him unhooked. You understand, if he ever had any cool points at all, ever, he lost them all that day. He just pissed those cool points away. Pissed them away. So Scotty, if you're watching,
love you,
just not that much. We love Scotty. Scotty was good people. He was the best B team guy I ever had. The boy worked hard on the B team. He worked real hard on the B team. All right, you get more questions? Ray Craddock's Hawaiian Pride brother.
Luke B, you are absolutely correct. I don't like the two little screws being the only thing to hold that thing on. I agree with you, 100%.
What are you talking about? What little screws?
The screws underneath your gas block that they have, I don't rely just on those.
Yeah.
You see how he's,
You prefer pinned glass?
I prefer pin in that, yeah.
Pin gas block.
Yes.
I agree with that. 100%.
Don't have to worry about Loctiting anything, a whole 9 yards. It will never come loose.
It will never
ever.
come loose. That is 100%
It'll always be aligned
fair.
perfectly.
Yep.
And the companies that, the barrels come with that gas block, and the good ones do.
Okay.
And when they drill that hole in the top that matches with that gas block, they also drill that side pin hole for that thing to go in, so it matches perfectly.
Very, very cool. All right, hey guys, we're gonna wrap this up for tonight. I got a little party going here, and I want to visit with people. So I want to give a big shout out again to Venture Surplus, and yeah, I know Steve wants to talk lever guns. Steve has left us, and you see a Steve Holland anywhere? I don't see Steve. He can't wait till the last 3 minutes. So. Check out our sponsor again, guys, Venture Surplus. They bring the Army Surplus store to you. I mean, like, you want any of the old gear that you had back when you were in the global war on terror, or even before that, Alice packs, all other stuff, very, very cool. Mister lenses. I even found the sacrificial lenses for PVS 14s there. You know the lens you're supposed to tear up? Where do you buy new ones, right? Venture Surplus, totally badass. I want to thank them for sponsoring us tonight. Very, very cool indeed. Parting words of wisdom for the masses. What do you think? What do you got to say? What do you got to say? You got anything you want to tell me?
I've got nothing.
You got nothing? Really? That's the best you can come up with. All right, Byron's not going to bore you all with, he's not going to do the Steve Holland prayer for you. But one thing I will say is next Tuesday, which is the day after Christmas, by the way, I'm going to have Travis Hall from Second Chance K9. He's also a great 18 Delta instructor, Sir Falk instructor now for, I think, 20th Group. Great guy, great American. He's coming up to my house, and we are going to do a live stream next Tuesday. See you there. Following Sunday, second Sunday in January, gonna be shooting out at my range, and I want to invite you to come up. Okay. Second Sunday, not you guys, him. All right. You guys live local, you know the deal. We shoot every Sunday, 2 p.m. after church. No, I'm not shooting Christmas Eve. I'm not shooting this weekend. The following weekend, Jay Johnson can't make it. Jay wants to shoot the weekend after that. Let's put it on the calendar and lock it in.
Bring Houston with me.
That would be awesome. I've got my Patreon Zoom live stream for my Silver Star patrons. That is going to be next, the 28th. I want to say that is Thursday, next Thursday. Going to be awesome. For all my patrons, I just posted our Patreon question and answer video. Got posted today, totally badass. Hey guys, it's been great hanging out with y'all. I want to wish y'all a very, very Merry Christmas. Hopefully you get something good under the tree from Santa. I'm probably getting cold again, but it's okay. I'm good with that. Y'all take care and shoot straight.